Hey guys, it is Sunday and I am going to make a blueberry croissant bake. And I was actually going to prepare this last night and then let it sit in the refrigerator overnight and then bake it today, but time just got away from me last night and I didn't get it made. So I'm going to make it now and then I'm probably going to bake it a little bit later. Um, so it'll be nice and fresh and warm after I eat dinner. So what you're going to need in order to make this is, of course, you're going to need some croissants, and I have some that I purchased at Walmart. Um, I got the smaller ones. They also have the bigger ones too, but I just went ahead and got the smaller package. And then you're going to need some berries. You don't have to make this a blueberry specific. You could like use raspberries, you could use strawberries, any kind of berry that you like. But I'm just going to do blueberry. So I've got a container of blueberries there. You're going to need, let's see, 3/4 a cup of milk. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Then you're also going to need an 8-ounce package of cream cheese softened. And then you're going to need 2 eggs. And then you're going to need some regular sugar. You're going to need 2/3 a cup of regular sugar. And then you're going to want some powdered sugar for after it's baked, just to kind of drizzle over the top. So that's all you're going to need. I'll have all the instructions and the measurements and everything down below for this recipe. But I'm going to take you along and show you how to prepare this. Okay, guys, I'm back and I've already mixed the ingredients together. And mine look a little, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. There you go. It's a little lumpy and it's not really supposed to be that way, but it's because I didn't let my cream cheese didn't let my cream cheese fully get to room temperature. I was in a hurry. So it'll be alright because it'll melt in the oven and stuff. But anyway, what you're going to want to do as far as mixing your cream cheese mixture is you're going to take your cream cheese and slowly add in the granulated sugar and mix that well. Then once you've done that, then you're going to hit it smooth. Then you're going to add your eggs, and then you're going to add your vanilla, and then you're going to add your milk and get that all nice, smooth, and creamy. Like I said, it should look creamy, but mine's a little chunky because I didn't let the cream cheese thaw out long enough, but that's okay. So, what I also did is I took a dish and I sprayed it with some nonstick spray, and then my croissants, I had the mini ones. I ended up taking 6. Now, this is a 9x9 pan, so it took 6. And I crumbled them up and put them in the bottom. Then what I'm going to do is I washed my blueberries off real good, and I'm going to just add them sporadically in the pan. And I'm probably not going to use all of these blueberries. Oops. I got a loose one there. Yeah, we're not going to use all the blueberries. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this mixture on top of here. that's good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lid on this, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for probably, I don't know, an hour or so till I get ready to cook dinner. And then I'm going to put it in an oven at 350 for about 35 to 40 minutes, and just until the center looks done and it's nice and golden on top. And then that's it. So I'll show it to you once it's done and finished and what it looks like later on. Okay guys, tonight we are going to have for dinner pork cutlets that I'm going to fry on top of the stovetop, potato O'Brien's, and then I'm going to do some Brussels sprouts in the oven. And I'm going to show you how I do my Brussels sprouts. I have some fresh Brussels sprouts here, and I just rinsed them off real well. And so I'm going to cut off the ends, and then I'm just going to slice them down. Well, I'm going to slice them down the middle, just like that. I'm going to put them in my little container. So I'm going to cut all these up, and then I'll come back and show you the next thing that I do to doctor them up. Okay guys, so I'm back doing the Brussels sprouts, and I've got some bacon here. So I'm just going to cut it with my scissors. And I've got 3 pieces. That will be plenty. Okay, so I've got that nice and cubed up. I'm going to move that out of the way. Then I've got me a little pan here, and I've lined it with some foil. And I'm just going to place all of these little Brussels sprouts face down. These are some big fat Brussels sprouts. And you're going to get your pan heated, or not your pan, but your oven heated at about 425. These are just some of the leaves, which are good because when they cook up in the oven, they get real crispy. Oh, they're so good. Okay, so that's all of that. And then we're going to take the bacon, And we're just going to place it all around. Oops. And I do not like Brussels sprouts, but oh my gosh. These here are delicious. And I do mean delicious. And this here, I get my Brussels sprouts at Walmart. Like I said, I use the fresh kind and in the produce department. And this here is just half a package. So if you cut them in half, like I did, it definitely makes them go a lot further. Okay, so we got that. Then we're going to take and sprinkle some olive oil on top of all of this. Okay, so we've got the olive oil on there. Then we're going to take some of the ranch seasoning. And let's move that out of the way for a minute. It's just this. We're going to take some of that. And we're going to pour some of that on top. Maybe, if we can figure out how to open this. Don't want that all the way open. Wow, that was hard to open. Okay, whoops. Okay. Alright, that looks really good. And then we're going to sprinkle some salt and pepper. Salt. And pepper. Now, we're going to put this in the oven at 425 and we're going to let it cook for about 18 to 20 minutes. Then we're going to take it out and we're going to flip the Brussels sprouts on the other side. And we're going to add some Parmesan and maybe some mozzarella cheese to the top. And then we're going to put it back in there again for another 7 to 8 minutes maybe. And just until the cheese has melted and stuff. And everything looks all golden brown. And then I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay guys, got my pork cutlet going here. I just put a little butter in the pan and I'm frying that up. And then here we have the potato and brines. I just put a little oil in there, some salt and pepper. Of course, the salt and pepper now as well. And then as you can see that the Brussels sprouts are in the oven. So I'll be back to show it to you all plated up. Okay guys, I just took the Brussels sprouts out of the oven and I've turned them off. So now I'm going to just pour a little bit of mozzarella and Parmesan cheese on top here. These are gonna be so good. Cannot wait. Okay, so that's the mozzarella. Now I'm just gonna put a little bit of Parmesan. Okay, now I'm going to pop these back in the oven for about, probably 7 to 8 minutes. And I do all this uncovered as well. So I'm going to pop these back in the oven and then I'll show you everything all plated up when it's done. Okay guys, I just had to show you what these look like coming out of the pan. I mean, have you ever seen Brussels sprouts look so delicious? Yum. Okay guys, here it is all plated up, and doesn't it look extremely delicious? I cannot wait to dig into this. These Brussels sprouts look so darn good. I've been craving these for weeks and I cannot wait to dig in. So yeah, this is what is for not for breakfast, but what is for dinner tonight. If you try these Brussels sprouts, let me know, and let me know how you like them. Bye-bye. Hey, Jackson, want some Frosty Paws? Look what Mama's got. Gonna give it 2 paws up. Yeah? Is that good stuff? There you go. Wow, you're not gonna eat it all? There you go. Hey guys, I just took the blueberry croissant bake out of the oven. It was in there for about 35 minutes, and this is what it looks like. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to dig into this. Oh, but I wanted to show you what it looked like after it came out of the oven. And yeah, I'll let you know on the next What's for Dinner how it was. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hey guys, tonight for dinner we are going to have homemade spicy sloppy joes. And in order to make them, what you're going to need is some buns. I have some brioche buns there. That's why I'm actually making this, because my brioche buns are about to go bad and I am not about to waste those things. They are so good. So you're going to need some buns, and then to actually make the sloppy joe, you're going to need a green pepper, an onion, you're going to need some black pepper, and then to make this spicy, we're going to use the extra spicy Mrs. Dash back there. You're going to need some chili powder, some red crushed red pepper. You're going to need some spicy, what is that? What is this here? A spicy brown mustard. You're going to need some ketchup. let's see, some honey, some minced garlic, brown sugar. I'm going to need a pound of ground beef. And then we are going to make some of these crinkle cut fries on the side. And these aren't crinkle cut, these are the waffle cut. So we're going to make those on the side. And yeah, so I'll have all of the measurements for what you need and everything down below. But I'm going to take you along and show you how I put this together. It's pretty easy. Basically, you just brown up your ground beef right there. And then drain it. And then you add all these other ingredients that you need. So, pretty simple. And very, very tasty. So, I'll take you along with me. Be right back. Okay, guys. I've got my pound of ground beef. And I have a half of a green bell pepper, half of an onion, and then I put a fourth of a teaspoon of minced garlic in here. And I'm just browning this ground beef up. And once it gets browned up, then I will drain it, and then I'll end up adding all the rest of the ingredients. Okay, guys, we've got the hamburger meat all drained. So now I'm going to add in the rest of the ingredients. And in this bowl here, I have 2/3 cup of ketchup. I'm trying to think. A half teaspoon of brown sugar and a half a tablespoon of the spicy brown mustard. So we're going to pour that in here. And then in this little container here, this is what I have most of the other spices in. I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 a teaspoon chili powder, and 1/4 a teaspoon of the crushed red pepper. Throw that in there. Wow. Woo! Look at that. Okay. I'm kind of mix this all up here. Hey, Jackson, it's alright. Turn this down just a little. Gosh, it's smelling so good. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to add a little more ketchup because it seems a little dry to me. I may have used a little more than a pound of ground beef, which is probably why it's seeming a little dry. Okay, and then the last 2 ingredients that you add to your mixture, and it's optional, is you can add a splash of honey. So I'm going to do that. Okay. There's that. Jackson, go in there. Mix that real well. And this will have your house smelling amazing. Okay. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is add in the Mrs. Dash. And again, this is the extra spicy. And it says to be liberal with this, so pour that. Mix it up a little bit, and then I'm going to take a taste, and see if I think it needs more of the Mrs. Dash or not. Try me a bite of this. It's going to be hot, so I'll let it cool off for a second. I think that is perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit, put the lid on it, let it simmer here on the stove while I fix my fries. And I think I'm going to try to toast my brioche bread in my air fryer. I'm going to see how that works. I've never tried that before. So I'll let you know how that works. So when I get done, I'll show it to y'all, play it up, and what it looks like. Bye-bye. Okay, we got the fries in the air fryer, and we sprayed it with the EPO bottle. We're going to put those in here. And oops. Set that on to 400. It's all ready to go. Okay guys, here it is, all plated up, and ooh, does it look good. I know it's going to be good because I've had these sloppy joes before. They are delicious. So I got my sloppy joe there, I got my waffle fries, and then in my little container I have my chicken dipping sauce to dip my fries in, and yeah, that's what's for dinner. And I also toasted my buns in the air fryer, and it worked. It made them toasty, so I will continue to do that now. So yeah, that's what's for dinner. We'll be back again for more what's for dinner and grocery hauls. Hey guys, it's Saturday night, and I had these croissant rolls in the back there that were getting ready to go bad. So I tried to think of what I could do. So I am going to put together some chicken bacon ranch croissant rolls. I'm going to do them in the oven. And I'm going to use this chicken back here that I have. It's the John So's food. And it's their rotisserie seasoned chicken. I've never tried this before, but I've tried a lot of their other meats and I love them. So I know I'm going to probably be satisfied with this. So what I'm going to do first though is I'm going to fry up some bacon there, and then I'm also going to fry up the chicken as well in the pan, just to go ahead and, I mean it's already cooked, but just to like brown it up a little bit. And then I'm also going to make some potatoes in the oven, and I'm going to sprinkle them with some olive oil, which I haven't gotten out yet. Excuse me. and some of this ranch seasoning and some garlic powder. And I'm going to put those in the oven and let them roast a little bit in the oven. Um, so yeah, so this is what all I've got out. So I've got the rotisserie chicken, the croissants, then I've got the ranch dressing, I've got the ranch seasoning, got the garlic powder, I've got potatoes, they're the little yellow and red potatoes, I've got cheese for the sandwiches, and then I've got bacon. And I think the only thing else that I'm going to need is salt, pepper, and some olive oil. That's it. So I'll take you along as I make this up. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, got my 3 pieces of bacon here frying. Hoping that'll be enough. So we'll get that in the skillet. As soon as that gets done, then I'll throw the chicken in there to brown it up, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay guys, I've got the chicken going, and I just went ahead and put it in the bacon grease, and then I'm going to sprinkle some of the ranch dressing on there, and then I'm going to sprinkle some of this garlic powder on there. Okay. Now, alright, looks like it's getting good and browned up. So I'll be taking it out of here in just a second, and then we're going to start on the potatoes. Okay guys, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these potatoes, and I'm going to cut them in half, and in half. Just like that. Half, and half. And I've got a mixture of red and yellow. So again, half, and half, half, half. So they'll bake a whole lot quicker in the oven. And then I'm going to come back and show you what I'm going to do, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the pan that have the bacon. I'm not going to turn that pan on, but I'm going to let them absorb what bacon is left, the juices from the chicken that I just cooked. Go ahead and let them absorb that. Then pour a little more olive oil on there, because there's not much grease left. And then I'm going to pour the ranch seasoning and the garlic powder on there. So I'll be back and show you. Okay guys, here's the potatoes, and I'm already seasoned them real good. So like I said, I didn't turn the stove top on, and I just let them soak up what bacon grease was left. I know, not the healthiest, but oh, it tastes so good, the bacon grease. So I let them soak that up, and then I poured a little more olive oil on there, and then I seasoned them with salt, pepper, the ranch seasoning dressing, and garlic powder, and that's it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer them over there to that pan, and then I'm going to put them in the oven at 350, and probably going to put them there for about 20 minutes and then see how they are. I've never made potatoes like this in the oven, so I'm not really quite sure how long it's going to take. So I'm going to do it for 20 minutes, and then I'll check them and then see if they need to be in there longer. The croissant sandwiches, I'm going to have to put those together. I know they're not going to take more than 10 minutes because everything's cooked. All I just have to do is heat them back up, or heat the meat back up, and then let the cheese melt. So I know they're not going to take more than 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in, and then I'll check them at 10 minutes because that's probably when I'll put the croissants in there. But then, like I said, I'll check them again on 20 minutes and then see if they need to be in there longer. And if they do, I'll let you know at the end of the video. Okay, guys, I put 4 of these together. I've only got 1 more left, and I was going to show you how I did it. So, basically, all I'm going to do is squirt some ranch dressing on there. And I am going to take these off of this pan and put some parchment paper under there so they don't stick. Okay. So I'm just going to add some of this chicken. That's the last few pieces of the bacon I have. So I wish I would have cooked more bacon, because not only would I have more bacon for the sandwiches, but I should have put bacon in with the potatoes. That was an afterthought. So, next time I'll probably make this. I probably could have spread this out to make 6 croissants. So the next time that I do this, I will probably make 6 croissants and then do 3 more pieces of bacon. And then I'm going to just use this butter here. It's like the spray kind. I'm going to use that to spray the top. I've already sprayed the others, just so it'll get nice golden brown. And the potatoes have already been in there for 20 minutes. They still need to be in there for at least another 10 minutes, I would say. So I've still got them in there. So I'm going to step away now, and I'm going to take these off the tray, put some parchment paper down, and then put them back on the tray. And then I will be back to show you the finished plated up product. Okay guys, here it is all plated up, and I'm going to tell you I've already ate one of these, so before I plated it up, because I had to wait for the potatoes, and they are delicious. So definitely recommend making these. Excuse me. Those were the croissants from the bakery at Walmart, so that's what I used. And they were actually the little ones, so probably if you're going to make sandwiches, I would do the bigger ones and stuff. But I had made a dessert breakfast thing the other day, and it called for these croissants, and I only used like half of the package. So I had the other package left, and like I said, they were going bad, so I needed to come up with an idea. Now, for the potatoes, they have been in the oven for 50 minutes, and they're okay if you like your potatoes a little firm. I kind of like my potatoes a little mushy, and to me, they're just not mushy enough. So, it was getting hot in my apartment and stuff, so I just decided to go ahead and take them out. But I think I would rather do my potatoes like this on top of the stove. To me, I get them to the consistency that I like a lot better and a lot quicker, and it doesn't heat up the apartment. So, I don't know that I will do these in the oven again. I may try it one more time, and the reason why I say that is because I kind of stacked these on top of each other. So I'm thinking maybe if I would have laid them out flat on a cookie sheet, maybe they would have got done a lot quicker. So I may try that and just see. But I have a feeling that I'm going to go back to just doing them on top of the stovetop. But, yeah, that's my dinner tonight. I can't wait to dig in. Like I said, these croissant sandwiches are awesome. And I have a little bit of that chicken left, and I'm going to put it in a container to put on top of salads. So, yum, yum, yum. That's dinner tonight. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, it's Saturday night, and I wanted something fast and easy to make for dinner, but I wanted something good, and I wanted something kind of homemade, I guess. So, I kind of went with this combination. I made some chicken breast sandwiches. I fried up some squash on the stovetop. And I made my Brussels sprouts with bacon and cheese and I didn't film any of this because I didn't feel like it, because I'd already done a video about the squash and the Brussels sprouts. But these Brussels sprouts actually turned out differently than what I normally do, because normally I don't put butter on them. So this time I decided to put butter on them and try it. And it kind of made them more tender instead of crispy. So I like both ways. I think they're good both ways. I've tried these and they are good. So if you don't like your Brussels sprouts real crispy, you might want to try putting a couple of pats of butter on them before you put them in the oven and stuff. And then, as you can see, it makes them real tender and stuff. But the chicken sandwiches, what I used was this bag of chicken that I got at Walmart, and it's called the Fast Fixin' Home Style Chicken Breast, and it comes with a gravy, but I didn't make the gravy, and it's like a packet of gravy in there. So I've got a couple more chicken breasts in the bag, and I will try the gravy with it. But I did try a bite of the sandwich, and it's really good. What I put on there was just a piece of Havarti cheese, and I put that on there about 5 minutes before they were done, so it would melt on top of the chicken. And I have these brioche buns, and I had enough for 2 sandwiches left. So what I did was I just cut the chicken breast in half, because it's a good sized chicken breast, and that will give me 2 sandwiches. So that's what I did. That's what's for dinner tonight, and oh, it looks so good. My house smells amazing. Cannot wait to dig in. And it was pretty fast and easy. So yeah, but I definitely do recommend these chicken breasts. They're really good. I'm wanting to get the ones from Aldi that everybody's raving about, but I haven't made it there yet, so these we're going to have to do for tonight. So that's it, all plated up. That's a dinner for tonight. Yum yum.